Ethan Carter stood on the edge of the old Riverside Bridge in Chicago, gripping the cold metal rail. It was past midnight. Cars passed behind him, their headlights flashing like fading hopes. But Ethan didn't turn back. He had already lost too much. He used to be a hard-working, hopeful young man, 26 years old, juggling 2 jobs, taking care of his sick mother, and dreaming of a better life. But the world didn't fight fair. His mother passed away, the medical bills drowned him, and the company he worked for cut his hours. Eventually, the debt notices became threats, and the threats became constant fear. And now, he felt he had no reason left to stay. Just as he took a shaky breath, preparing for the unthinkable, a voice cut through the cold night. "Don't do that, man. Not tonight. Not ever." Ethan froze. A tall man wearing a thick black hoodie stood a few feet away. His face was calm, his tone steady, but his eyes, they were full of understanding, like he'd stood in this exact place before. "My name's Marcus," the stranger said. "And I know that look. I had it once too." Ethan felt anger rise. "You don't know anything about me." Marcus walked closer, slowly, hands visible. "Maybe not. But I know pain when I see it. And I'm not leaving you alone here." Ethan's eyes filled. For months he had begged the world for help, for someone to notice. And now, a stranger had. Marcus gently guided him off the rail and sat beside him on the sidewalk. They stayed silent for a long time before Ethan finally broke. "My mom died," Ethan whispered. "Everything fell apart after that. I'm drowning." Marcus didn't talk. He didn't lecture. He simply listened, really listened, something no one had done for Ethan in a long time. After a few minutes, Marcus took a deep breath. "You know," he said, "people see me now, a business owner, clean house, good life, and they think I've always had it easy. But I was homeless once. Lost. Hopeless. And one single stranger gave me a meal, a place to sleep for the night, and 4 hours of conversation. That's all it took. One act of kindness changed everything." Ethan looked at him through tears. "Why are you helping me?" Marcus smiled softly. "Because someone once helped me. And because your story isn't finished yet." He pulled out his phone and handed it to Ethan. "Come home with me tonight. We'll talk. Tomorrow, we get you a fresh start." Ethan hesitated, but there was sincerity in Marcus's voice that he couldn't ignore. So he followed. Marcus lived in a small but warm apartment. He made Ethan food, gave him a blanket, and let him rest on the couch. Ethan fell asleep within minutes, the first peaceful sleep he had in months. The next morning, Marcus had breakfast ready. "I can't let you stay like this," Marcus said gently. "You're too young, too smart, and too alive to give up." Marcus made a few calls. By afternoon, Ethan had a temporary room in a men's support home. A meeting scheduled with a counselor. An interview lined up at Marcus's friend's construction company. For Ethan, it felt unreal. A stranger was doing more for him than anyone he'd ever known. Days passed. Then weeks. Ethan attended therapy, worked hard, saved money, and slowly rebuilt the pieces of his life. The construction job was tough, but honest, steady work. And for the first time in years, he felt proud of something again. One evening, 6 months later, Ethan knocked on Marcus's door, this time with a smile. "I got promoted today," Ethan said, barely holding back tears. "They're making me a team lead." Marcus grinned, hugging him like a brother. "I knew you had it in you." Ethan handed him a small box. Inside was a simple keychain engraved with the words, "Your kindness saved me." Marcus swallowed hard. "You saved yourself, Ethan. I just stood beside you." Years later, Ethan became financially stable, emotionally strong, and incredibly compassionate. He never forgot the night Marcus found him on that bridge. And like Marcus once did, Ethan began helping people who were struggling. A meal here. A conversation there. A job referral. A safe place to talk. And slowly, beautifully, the kindness Marcus gave Ethan spread into the world like ripples in water. Sometimes, the biggest miracles come from the smallest acts. And sometimes, the person who changes your entire life is a stranger who simply cares.